Hello, welcome back to Bodyweight Calisthenics Home, the YouTube channel dedicated to my personal and brand new bodyweight calisthenics body transformation journey. And I've just started the warm-up for my third workout. And I did quite a bit of research before I started this body transformation journey through calisthenics. And I did put together 10 tips for beginners, 10 simple rules, and you can find that video on my channel. I'll put the thumbnail on the screen right now. But the more I get into this calisthenics idea, and having done 2 workouts and I'm about to start my third, it's thrown up several questions. So I wanted your expert advice really, if you're an expert on either bodybuilding or calisthenics or both. So in this workout, which consists of 6 simple exercises, at the end of each exercise, I'm going to throw a question at you. Any tips or advice you can give me on those 6 simple questions would be greatly appreciated. Now I've come to realise that doing the calisthenics is not just about the workout. There's so much more to it than that. So much about diet, so much about rest, and so many other things. So my questions are not necessarily about the workout, and I'd love your opinion. So I'll carry on with my warm-up. Then you'll see me in a moment doing my workout, and then I'll come back at the end for a wrap up. See you soon. So that's my first set of 12 dips, kind of a warm-up set really. I wasn't at failure. My first question is, how long do you go between workouts? I kind of got the impression through my research that you should leave it 48 hours to allow your muscles to rebuild bigger and stronger, and then you should do another workout. Now I'm doing a whole body workout, but I'm on my third workout and it's taking me 10 days simply because it took me 3 or 4 days to recover in between each workout, and that was because my muscles were just so tender that I couldn't have done one any sooner. So is that correct, or should I be coming back to the gym when my muscles are still sore? Or should I be leaving it till 3 or 4 days down the line when my muscles are just about feeling recovered enough to do the next workout? What are your thoughts? What are your ideas? What's your opinion? 4 days too long? Should I come back when they're still sore? Will that period get shorter as I get stronger? Let me know in the comments box below this video. I'll now do my second set of 12 repetitions, and on the third set, by the way, I am going to go to complete failure. Is that the correct thing to do? So that was my third and final set of squats. I find the squats relatively easy, so I'm doing 2 15s and a 20, and even that's not taking me to complete failure, but I do have another leg exercise in my routine. My next question is about diet, but more specifically protein. I learned from my research that I have to try and get 1 gram of protein for every pound of body weight into my diet every day. That's 170 grams for me. Just how do you do that? Do you have to do it on your workout days and your rest days? Is it every day? It's a real challenge for me. It's a massive change in my eating habits. What if you can't take protein supplements? My kidneys are just at the bottom end of the range, and I've been advised not to take protein supplements. So how do you get all that protein into your diet? And moreover, how do you do it cheaply? Because protein seems quite expensive. I have looked at all the different food labels and I probably could do it, but are there any shortcuts? Are there any cheap cuts? Is there any tricks of the trade? Please let me know. For me next, it's chin-ups. So that is my first set of chin-ups on this homemade chin-up bar. I've got to use these support straps, I'm not strong enough. I've done 12 there. Anyway, my third question to you, if you don't mind, is one of my objectives is to build muscle, but also to lose flab. I've got quite a bit of flab and visceral body fat around my belly here, but I know I've got to have a calorie surplus in order to build muscle, because you can't do any kind of body building or muscle building on a calorie deficit. So how am I going to build muscle and lose flab and have a calorie surplus? How do you do that? Is it a question of having a high protein diet, or do you have to work out exactly how many calories you need and have just above that as a calorie surplus? I'd love your tips on that. How do I build muscle but at the same time lose flab on the calorie surplus? Time for me to do my second 2 sets of chin-ups. I have to say, at the moment, I'm not enjoying these, but that's probably a good sign, because it probably means it's working. Those are my single leg raises, much more challenging for me than the squats, and I'm trying to do them as slowly as possible, both up and down, and I'm using these rubber support bands just to steady myself. The difficulty there for me is not putting weight onto these and also going down slowly. But as you can see, I'm slightly out of breath, and I find that quite challenging, which is again a good thing. My next question is about age. I'm 55, just starting on this calisthenics bodyweight journey. I am relatively fit. I have done quite a lot of walking, and I do use my rowing machine, and I've had my blood pressure done, and the doctor says I'm relatively fit, so I'm okay to do this. But is there anything I should be aware of at the age of 55 doing this? Do you know of anyone who's 55 and above doing calisthenics? Are you over 55? What special pieces of advice or tips would you give to me? Middle age, approaching older age, and that's the reason I'm doing this. I want to do some resistance exercises rather than aerobics. Please let me know tips for a 55-year-old for calisthenics. Thank you. So there's my third of 3 sets of incline press-ups. I'm embarrassed to tell you I can't do horizontal press-ups yet. So I'm starting on an incline. I hope to progress to doing slightly less incline on that box there eventually, and then eventually I will get to horizontal. But 3 sets on an incline is enough for me at this stage. My next question is about the type of workout I'm doing. I'm actually starting off with a whole body workout. Eventually, as I progress, I do intend on breaking it up into different body parts or the different body zones. But is doing a whole body workout to start off with the right approach? Am I doing it right? And are the 6 exercises that you're witnessing in this workout, namely my dips, my squats, my chin-ups, my single leg raises, my press-ups and the shoulder raises, which you're about to see, are those 6 exercises enough for a whole body workout? I do abs on the rest day. That's my next question. Am I doing it right, doing a whole body workout to start out? Thank you very much. That was my 3rd set of shoulder lifts. That's an exercise which I hate. I don't look forward to doing it. I can feel it all over my body. I know it's working. I can feel it in all these muscles around my shoulders and my arms and my back, but I don't look forward to it at all. I'm having to use 3 of these bands on here because I'm just not strong enough to get enough repetitions and enough sets. I managed a 12, a 10 and a 10. I think that's an improvement on last time, so hopefully I'm getting stronger. And they do say you can't get stronger without building muscle. And I do feel a bit more toned. Anyway, on to my next question. This is the final of 6 questions. It's about aerobic exercise. Ideally, what I'd like to do on my rest days is half an hour on my rowing machine and possibly even some time on my cross trainer. But is that counterproductive when I'm trying to build muscle? Should I be doing a bit more resting to let my muscles recover? Ideally, what I'd like to do is burn this flab around my belly, and I'm thinking that by burning some calories on my rest days, I might burn the flab whilst at the same time building muscle. What do you think? aerobic on rest days? Let me know in the comments box below this video. I'm going to do 15 minutes on the rowing machine now to cool down and warm down and stretch out. I find that rowing machine is a pretty much whole body warm down. Let me know your answers to these questions. I really would value your advice. Please do subscribe and hit the notifications bell and comment below. Plenty of other videos on my channel. I've got one about my 10 simple rules for beginners. I've done a guided tour of my homemade gym. I've done what are my whys, which are my motivations, which are those there on that board. I've also done a video on the essential measurements I've taken at the start of this journey. This is workout number 3. 55, hopefully by the time I'm 55 and a half you should see some differences. I'm starting to feel difference already. I feel slightly more toned already. I'm certainly feeling some pain. Anyway, I'm going to do a video on protein, but I want your advice on protein before I do that. How to get protein into your diet. I'll see you soon for some more bodyweight calisthenics.